Hello, happy good morning. I am just getting ready to head over to Lowe's. I need to get about 5 more door handles, and then I'm also gonna look for some paint for Sam's office. I think we're going to paint one of the walls like a dark green and then have some like stained wood. I don't even know what you'd call it. Wood paneling is not the right word here. I don't know, some sort of stained wood accent on the wall. So yeah, let's go to Lowe's. And obviously I have more returns to do. The returns just never end in home improvement, so let's get that done too. I have made it and I do not want to go inside. This is how the paint is looking in the daytime. I actually think it's a perfect color. It is showing up darker on camera than it is in person. Let me see if I can get like a better tone here for you. I guess not. Now that the wall is painted, I just need to sand and stain the slats that are gonna go on this upper area here. I think I'm gonna go a little bit darker than that, the color of that door, like maybe like some of the lighter parts of the knot color. And then we'll get those up on the wall and see how that looks. It is 30 some degrees and windy outside, but there's pockets of sunshine and I'm low-key debating sanding outside. It's just so pretty out there. Like, look at that sunshine. I'm all suited up in my little onesie. Ignore the little water spot here. I just did my hair and so it's a little wet. I think I'm just gonna post up here on the patio and sand those boards. Something that I learned from sanding the trim in the doors was I couldn't feel like the texture of the wood unless I was wearing rubber gloves. So I have a pair of rubber gloves here, and then I have my respirator as well so I don't ruin my lungs. All right, let's go to our boards. The garage is still absolutely horrendous. I don't even know if I should show you, but in the sake of honesty, this is the current situation. This is what we're working with. With any luck, hopefully we'll be able to park in here by spring, but yeah, I just think it's kind of funny. This is moving, this is remodeling. Okay, so back here are the boards that we are redoing. They already have some finishing on them, some staining. So I am going to sand these down with 120 grit, I think, or maybe 80 grit, just depending on how it reacts. This is gonna be a heavier sand than what I was doing on the doors and the trim out in the shop, just because we're trying to take off a top layer instead of just like scuffing up a non-finished surface. I'm gonna try and dig these out and get them set up outside. Why did that give David Attenborough?
There's only one length, Sham. It's the exact right length I need.
So over the weekend, we got our pocket door to our master bathroom all trimmed out. We got the inside trimmed out as well. The naughty alder just has so much character. There's just so much variety in every single piece. We got some of the bifolds put on. This is our linen closet coming off of our bathroom. We also got the bifolds put on the coat closet and, oh, hi babies. We also did the pantry door and the baseboards around here. So I know in another video I said that I would spare you guys from my pantry because it's a disaster, Well, today we are fixing that because it is a disaster and it is in dire need of some organization. To be fair, I really just threw everything in here to get it out of the way and had the full intention of coming in here and reorganizing it just like we're gonna do today. I also have a bunch of these organizers I'm gonna see if I can use up. I feel like I just need bigger bins and I'm being stubborn, and we'll see how this goes. I'm leaving a little bit up here on the top shelf for now. I'm gonna work with it as I go, even though I probably shouldn't. And then I just left these two things in here because they are heavy and I might leave them where they are, or I'm just gonna like disassemble and move really quick. And then the dog food container, which needs to go somewhere else. And then these things, which I am keeping here. I need to get a little hook for my apron and hang that up. Painting hinges for one of these vans. I didn't want to get paint on the threads, so I just punched these screws through this piece of cardboard, and I'm kind of feeling like MacGyver right now. All right, it is a couple days later. It is pouring rain outside, and I'm finally, I shouldn't say getting around to staining these because it has been, I just haven't been motivated to do them. It's not even that I haven't had time. I've honestly just been lazy. I haven't felt like doing it, so I haven't. I shouldn't say I've been lazy. I've been working on other things. I just hope they turn out well. Like, I'm so nervous that I'm gonna stain them and then all of the hours of sanding I did is just going to be for nothing because color won't be what I want it to be or something. I feel like this is almost like a lifelong lesson for me that you can do things regardless of the outcome. There are so many different facets of home improvement that require special skills that I just simply do not possess. And I think being okay with that as a reality is just such a hard pill for me to swallow for some reason. There are some things that I can pick up so quickly, and then there are just other things that I can do them multiple times and I just feel like I don't make any progress or improvement. So this is one of those things where I'm just going to do it, and if it turns out bad, like, so what? What's the big deal? I logically know that, and I remind myself of that all the time. One, everything is fixable. Nobody died, nobody's sick. This is not that serious. It is literally just staining wood. Can you hear all that rain? I imagine you have to be able to hear that rain. It's so loud. Also, yeah, I was too lazy to do my makeup this morning, even though I feel like it's one of those things. It's kind of like the earrings. I like to wear earrings every day. And I like to do my makeup every day, even if I'm not gonna leave the house because I just feel better about myself. But today's not one of those days, so let's get to staining. Cheers. I did not bring a stirring stick out here with me. The top of this is already like hard and crusty from polyurethane. So we use the back as a stirring stick. All right, I don't know how this is gonna go, but we're gonna find out together. This actually came with the house, so I'm using it because I think it could be the right color, and I hate wasting things. I am a little concerned that this stain is old. Like, I have no idea how old this is, but I also don't know if stain actually expires if it hasn't been opened, so nothing to it but to give it a shot at this point. I've got my microfiber towel. I'm just gonna dip it in. I'm going to go as light as I can and then just like restain additional coats as needed, but let's just do it. Let's just dive right in. Okay, it's on there. Let's do the thing. I'm so scared. But like I said, if it doesn't work, everything is fixable. I can always just take it back off. Just do it. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're going. We're doing it. Okay, so this is the color that it's turning out, and honestly, I think it might work. We're gonna have to see still, but I am liking it so far. Just to compare, that's what we were working with, and that's where we're at right now. So we'll see. I am gonna bring this inside to check it against the paint here in a little bit once it dries down, just to kind of get an idea of if it's good or if we're gonna have to change it. Because I would rather know now than like 30 of these deep. Okay, so I'm pivoting. I learned a lot about things that I have done wrong throughout this entire process. Turns out if you just get gel stain, you don't actually have to use unfinished wood. So I could have just gel stained over the top of them. And I'm really kicking myself because obviously I didn't like the first color stain that I tried. So who knows? I might have just made my life like way more difficult, but it's like I said yesterday, I need to do things and not worry about the outcome. So we're gonna go in for round 2 today. This is the new color. I'm worried it's gonna be too dark, but what are you gonna do? You know, you gotta keep plugging away at it. So, you know the drill. We're gonna open it up. Oh God, I don't know about this, guys. Oh. I feel like stain is one of those things that you can just get wrong so many times. Like, this tells me nothing of what it's actually going to look like. It's not until I can actually get it on the wood that I know what it's going to look like. So these are the ones that I did yesterday. I think I'm going to try and stain over the top and just see like what the color is looking like. And then I think I might also just like try to stain the back to see if, I don't know. I do not get what the freak is happening here. This just does not seem right. This is so, I've never used a product like this. I'm getting really frustrated with this. I don't even know why I'm finishing this piece, to be honest. Well, I do, because it'll be totally uneven if I don't, but like, wow, this is a terrible product. Much worse. So starting over yet again.